Hey guys, welcome to this video, and in today's video I am going to be talking about the three pillars which we all need, and probably the only three pillars and the most important ones as well to achieve success in our business, in our life, in any field of life. Okay, so what are these three pillars? So those three pillars are here. The number one is powerful mindset. If you have been following my page, Instagram page or YouTube channel for a while, then you do know that I do genuinely believe that success is 95% mindset and only about 5% strategies and actions. So the most important pillar that we need to achieve success in our life is powerful mindset. Number two is powerful skill set. And finally, number three is finance management. So whoever has mastered these three pillars, no doubt is going to be achieving success in very short. But before we start, for those who don't know me, my name is Pujita. I'm an online entrepreneur and I help people to unlock their potential. I also help them to find their purpose in life, and if they are willing to do so, to help them build themselves as a successful online business. Now, what is mindset? So if we are looking at it in a very simple definition, mindset is something which allows us to stay focused on our goals, and it also helps us to stay away from the negative thoughts. So, and powerful mindset is something which allows us to understand that the struggles or problems, whatever we are going through in our life, are all impermanent, and it helps us to prevent ourselves from derailing ourselves from the path of success, right? And the most important thing is help us to prevent ourselves from taking the decision which could be self-destructive. So that is what, in a nutshell, powerful mindset help us to achieve. So following the definition of mindset and powerful mindset, now the question arises, how do you actually develop that powerful mindset within you? It's a vast topic, you see. I cannot really cover everything how to develop powerful mindset just in one video, but in few points I can guide you into the direction where you can start working towards it, and you can start thinking on those lines and see and that way you can start building your powerful mindset. You can start building on it, you can start working on it. So the first point is the use of power of intention. So what does use power of intention exactly means? So power of intention simply means power of a focused mind. So basically, when we are using all the energy of our mind to be focused on something what we want to achieve in our life, and helping our brain to use its energy to action according to rather than, I should say, to action on the terms of where it should be on the path to achieve that success. So what I mean by this is basically, so say for example, if you're trying to build yourself an online business, I can give you that example because I have an successful online business. So if you're trying to build yourself a successful online business, so how can you develop that powerful mindset is by using your focused mind, power of focused mind, where you are only concentrating on developing a successful online business, and not letting your mind concentrate on anything, any struggles, any problems you are facing during that path. Yes, there will be problems that you will be facing in that. There will be the points where you will be feeling really overwhelmed with things. You will be facing struggles in doing certain things. But rather than focusing on those things, when you have started focusing on what you are going to achieve, what you are trying to achieve, that way what happens is your brain started giving signals to your mind that, okay, this is what you want to do, so go ahead and start doing action. Start taking action towards it. Do this, do this, do this, do this, and you will get to it. That's how the functions. That's how we are built. Basically, that's how humans are built, right? So that's what the meaning of this first point is, use of powerful intention. So now the second point in the list is make time to think. Now, what do I mean by that? Make time to think. Make time to think literally means that stop right there from whatever you are doing, right? So and evaluate. So say for example, you have been working on certain project maybe, and you have been working on that project for quite a long time. Now you are not being able to see the results, what you thought while you started the project, that this will be the results of that project. So what you need to do now is to stop and take time to think, reevaluate the progress, the strategies, the whatever you have put in that project. Reevaluate all of that, and then if that plan is not working, make another plan, make another strategy, make another blueprint for yourself, and then start working on that again. And I am pretty sure and I am positive that things will start shifting from one place to another, and you will start seeing changes in that only by making time to think on your progress and on what you are doing and what you want to do as well, really, in this. Also, make time to think also covers the prospect of what you want to do in future. So say for example, if you're trying to build something, and then before you can actually start working on something, take a time, sit down, write down points, take time to think, brainstorm a bit, and think of the strategies that how you're going to be doing that. Think about the action plans you're going to be putting into it. Think about what will be the tools or skills, or what exactly do you need to build that thing, right? So take time, sit down, take time to, don't just rush into things. Rushing into things does not work at all. I have done that in the past, and that's why I know that it does not work into things. So do not rush yourself into anything, and then take time to think, plan, take action, and then go and achieve. Now the third point which comes in this list is learn, deal with negative thoughts. So it's not possible for anyone on this planet to not have a single negative thought in one day, or even in 1 hour, or ever, So but what is the difference between successful people and between the people who are trying to be successful, is that successful people never ever suppress their negative thought. Instead, rather, they take a note of it, really. They actually, I know that my mentors, I have 2 mentors, and both of them really, they take a note of it and start thinking on how to deal with that negative thought, rather than suppressing that negative thought and don't do anything about it. So learn to deal with the negative thoughts. When you are, in order to do that, actually, you really need to know what are the negative thoughts. So there are hundreds of negative thoughts, or for many successful people, there could be like few negative thoughts that would come into their brain in the daytime or in the week's time or whatever. So they make a note of those negative thoughts. We need to know ourselves first. What are the negative thoughts that are coming across our mind? If you are coming across any negative thought, then make a note of it. When you are at the end of the day, take a look at those negative thoughts. Believe me, I have done this exercise, that's why I'm saying. At the end of the day, when you are actually looking at the list of those negative thoughts, half of them would not be even relevant to anything. They just cross your mind. Those thoughts, you just brush them off. You don't really notice those thoughts at all. You don't have to notice those thoughts. And the ones which you actually have to work, which are relevant, start working on how you are going to deal with them. What is the solution to that? If that thought is related to any problem, then start thinking what could be the solution to overcome that problem or to solve that problem, right? So that is the third point that we need to keep in mind. Now the fourth point is work with coaches and mentors. This is very important, guys. Look, we all think at some point that we can achieve success all by ourselves, but as per my experience, what I have experienced so far, we can not achieve success alone. That is not possible. That is not something which is actually possible. There could be a couple of people, maybe, I don't know, I don't even know a name of a single person who have actually achieved success just on their own. We need to be surrounded by the people, we need to have a community, we need to have that moral support, that mental support, and that's where the coaches and mentor comes in picture. If you are like kind of working with a coach or a mentor, you wouldn't even believe that what magic they can create in your life, what magic you wouldn't even realize that how are they actually helping you. They probably might not be helping you directly, they probably might not be in talking to you personally or investing their time personally with you, but obviously they are going to be coaching in a way that it is definitely going to be relevant for you. They are going to be mentoring you in a way that you can completely relate to that, okay? And that is going to make so much of difference in your life that you would have, they will give, basically what I'm trying to say here is they will give you direction, what direction you want to go, what direction is good for you, what direction is right for you. That is what coach and mentors do for you, okay? So it's very important that we work with coach and a mentor to achieve success, to develop that powerful mindset, and just get where we want to get. Now, fifth very important point here is invest in constant learning, guys. I would be wrong if I'm saying that I have not invested in the courses which have not done me any good. To be honest, I have taken hundreds, not hundreds, it's an exaggeration, but I have taken loads of courses, believe me on that. I have taken so many courses on my way up until here, until today, and many of them have not done any good to me, guys, okay? So I'm not saying that everyone, each and every course out there is something you should be trusting on. There are many fake gurus, there are many fake coaches out there as well, but that's where we need to think and we need to judge that particular person and particular course. Is it going to be good or not for what you want to achieve in your life? And also, sometimes we just need to take that leap of faith. We need to take risk in order to get somewhere. If we are not ready to take risk in our life, we are not getting anywhere at all. So, and it's very important to invest in constant learning, because the world is changing every single day. If we are not keeping ourselves up to date, up to the market, what is happening, what is not happening around it, and if we are not updating ourselves, our phone apps, our computer apps update every now and then, that's exactly what we need to do with us as well. We have to keep updating ourselves with the current situation, with the current world, if we want to be successful tomorrow or in future, right? So and at the same time, it is very important to evaluate a course, that whether this particular course, what you are going to take, is actually what is meant for you, is actually what you want to do, or if you don't want to do. Okay, so very wisely take that decision, invest in a course which is related to you, which is relevant to you. Do not just go and take any course out there. Obviously, that's not what you want to do. That's a complete waste of money, and that's not what you want to do, okay? Now, the last and very important point in this one is surround yourself with positive people. Guys, this is so important, very, very important, because in the process, when you're trying to develop a powerful mindset for you, you don't want to give yourself any space, any sort of a space where you have to deal with any sort of haters or negative people, because that is going to completely bring you back to where you started from. So it's very important that you are surrounding yourself with positive people. I can understand there could be positive, negative people around you, in your family, in your friends, or anywhere, and it's not always possible to protect yourself, to be around that type of people 24/7 every time. I get that, but there is this mantra which one of my other mentor gave me, and she used to do this with her, and this is what I have learned from her as well, and it works very well. So say for example, if you are going in an environment, if you know beforehand that you are going in an environment where you are going to be dealing with any negative sort of people or any negative people, just this is what I do. It could be anything for you, okay? So just whatever God, whatever angel, whoever you believe in, just request that angel, that God, please can you make a 1 meter bubble around me, and please only let positive energy pass through that bubble. No negative energy should let pass through that bubble. And I am so thankful and grateful for you to do that. Try that, guys. It works. It genuinely, truly works. I have tried it. I tried every single time, and it works. Believe me or not. But it's very important otherwise. Keep yourself surrounded with the people who have positive energy in you, who are trying to pull you down, who are haters. You don't need to indulge with those people. They are not the people who would be happy when you are successful. So just stay away from those people. Now, the second very important pillar in the path to success that we all need to concentrate on is a skill set. Very, very important, guys. This also relates to constant learning and working with coaches and mentors. That's how you develop the skill set, okay? So what is a skill? A skill is basically a knowledge or an ability or an experience which you actually do need in order to develop a business or to perform a job or any of that sort. So that is something what you need to do any work. You need certain skills to be able to do that. So I am an online marketer, I'm an affiliate marketer. So the skills I need is to be able to promote my product. Marketing is the skill that I need. I need to be knowing how to generate traffic. I need to be knowing how to be able to sell a product or a service in a way that it doesn't feel that I'm selling something. That is a skill that I have to develop in order to be able to earn a good affiliate marketer, and in order to be able to build a business for myself. That is the ability what I need, right? So that is what a skill is all about. Now, skill is of two types, guys. There is something called soft skills, and there is another thing called hard skills. So soft skill is more of like interpersonal or people skill, where the qualities, the abilities that we need to have for that sort of a skill is like good communication skills, good listener, to have empathy, and all that sort of skills have to be in a person who are concentrating on soft skills, right? But hard skill is something which is like quantifiable or teachable, okay? That is something where you are like kind of learning any sort of particular specialized skill in order to perform a certain type of job or in order to build certain type of business. That is called hard skill. Now, it's very important to understand that how to actually understand what is the skill that you need to develop, and what is it that you want to do, and what skills do you want to develop for that. Now, there are a few points to be able to discover what skill you would want to develop. Now, there is the first and foremost thing which normally like kind of every people go for is pinpoint your interest, your hobbies, your interests. If you have certain sort of hobby or where you need to develop certain skills, or you want to take certain sort of, say for example, you have a hobby of crafting or something, craft is your hobby, right? So you need to learn, look into this place where you can develop the skills related to your hobby. Now, the second tip I would give in relation to this is consider looking into the compliments that you have received in the past, or repetitive, I should say repetitive compliment, if there is any in any field, if you have received. That could be your niche, and that is where you need to develop your skill into, okay? So that is something what you can look into. Consider looking into the compliments that you receive in the past, past or still receiving, or repetitive compliments if there are any, if you have received. Now the third tip what I would like to give you in relation to this topic is you can evaluate all the previous jobs that you have done, okay? So that would trigger an idea in your brain that what niche you want to work in, and you then need to develop your skills in that, okay? So these were the three main topics, three main tips which I would wanted to give you in the powerful skill set section here, and we will now move on to our next section. So the next section is financial management. So now what does financial management actually mean? It simply means that controlling, managing, directing and planning the financial activities for our business, for our job, for anything, okay? So so basically in the past, previously when I was like kind of still trying to build myself up, there has been so many occasions that my money used to finish before the month finishes. So if that's you, that is something what you do need to look into. That definitely means that your finances, what you are doing with your finances, or the money you're receiving every month, or if it's a salary or if it's the revenue you are generating from your business, the way you are managing that finance is not correct. So you do need to look into that. That is very, very important. I cannot emphasize enough how important it is, because any business, any household, any job is only worthwhile if you have the money in your hand, where the whole purpose of anyone doing anything is to give their family, their children a good life, right? To yourself a good life, to be able to live life on their own terms, on your own terms. So if you're not able to manage your finances in the way where you can see money in your hand at the end of the month, that means that you need to reevaluate the management, whatever management plan you're working in terms of finances, reevaluate that and work on that again. Now, like the other two topics, this topic is a vast topic as well, but I can still give you a couple of tips onto how you can start working on the finance management. Is keep track of your spendings. Start keeping track of your spendings if you are like kind of struggling with any sort of money at the moment. Keep track of spending. Start putting a certain amount. Ideally, it says that always it should be 10% of your monthly income, whatever it is. 10% of that monthly income must go in saving. If you're not doing that, savings and investment is what I meant there. So 10% of it should definitely go in that. If you're not doing that, that means for future you're not building anything for yourself. It's just the money coming and going and coming and going and coming and going. That is not going to build anything for you. If you really want to build something for yourself, start managing your finances, guys. That is so important. Now, I really hope you guys have got some value out of this video. If so, do make sure you consider subscribing to my channel. Do follow my page on Instagram and on Facebook as well. The links are in the description box down below. And give this video a thumbs up, guys. This message needs to go to as many people as possible. Leave me a comment if you have any questions for me at all. I will be happy to answer those questions. And also, if you would like to know how you can actually develop all of these three skills, then I do have a link in the description box down below for webinar. It's a free masterclass, it's a free webinar which you can attend, where my mentor will be presenting the webinar and he will be describing everything that you need to know to develop yourself in the business. Okay, so with having all that said, guys, I wish you all the best in your life with much love and happiness around you. You guys take care.